Okay, here we go with digital posters day 2. Your posters are going to go down below here, one per page. You should have 3 posters. And all the info you need, if you go back to your list, click on the Cnidaria digital posters. If you scroll down, here are all the things you need in your poster. Basically, all the information you've already gathered. If you haven't finished gathering your information, you need to gather it quick because the digital posters are due in class. So you need the scientific name, 2 parts, always. First part capitalized, second part lowercase, which I've already given you. Common name, something you can pronounce. Phylum, class, order, and family are all going to look like these funky names that are hard to pronounce. I want 3 images of this organism. Try to use Animal Diversity Web or World Register of Marine Species to find these images. Do not use Google Images unless you know exactly what the thing is supposed to look like. Also in words, tell me where it's found. Again, I'm looking for, it's found in the Indian Ocean. Maybe it's found worldwide. Maybe it's only found in the Pacific Ocean. Then I want a location or a map image. Now, if there's not one that points it out, you can make your own. You can screenshot and put like little bubbles or dots. If it's worldwide, then well, you just show a worldwide map and you're fine. Then I want an interesting fact about your organism. Or if you couldn't find an interesting fact about your organism, find it from the organism's class. Now, this should be something that you reference somewhere. Don't just say something like, it looks weird. Like that's not an interesting fact about the thing. So again, try to reference an interesting fact somewhere. If you need to, Encyclopedia Life also has a bunch of stuff there if you need it. Now, how do you create the digital poster? There's 2 ways that you can do it. I recommend that you use a program that you are familiar with. Do not use a program you've never used before because you're going to run out of time. If you don't have a preferred program to create a poster of some kind and move images and text around, then just use Google Slides. And I'll have a link in Google Classroom that takes you to a template. You can just make a copy of the template and move stuff around. So just let me show you some good and bad examples of posters that people have made in the past. So this one is it's not great. Probably looking at a C, maybe 75% credit for the poster. Again, it's just really hard to read because the text is kind of hidden within the image. So, and then like they're designed to use like different fonts everywhere. It looks kind of funky. Again, it's kind of hard to read mollusca over here. Not that you're doing mollusca, but you'll eventually do one. The map is probably a little too big, so maybe something a little bit smaller than this map. So let's take a look at this example. This one's good, a little plain, but much easier to read. The font is consistent. So easy to read, phylum, class, order, family, an interesting fact, where you find it, the common name, scientific name, map is pretty good, and 3 pretty clear images without the text being covered up by weird images in the background. Again, a little plain, but this could get you full credit. Alright, now these are on the good to great. Definitely getting full credit on this one. If you look, so 2 separate ones, again, easy to read, like this one. Map is small, but there. Again, easy description of where you find things. Interesting fact there. 3 good images. Phylum, class, order, family. Common name, scientific name. Looks great. Over here, same. Maybe this text could have been in a lot lighter color, but still pretty good. Common name, scientific name, the phylum, the class, the order, the family. An interesting fact about it, where it's found. And then you can tell here that they just grabbed a world map and they just circled some things on there. It looks great. Here's one more. Again, it's just interesting because it's in a visually pleasing format. So we got family, class, order, family, common name, scientific name, location, map, pretty easy to follow, interesting fact. So again, use these as references to create your particular poster. I would recommend something like Canva if you've used it before. You know, maybe for example here in Canva you can type in poster and it'll give you a template and you can play around with that, but only use it if you've used this before. If you've never used Canva before, then just pick something easy to work with, like Google Slides. All you do is just If you want to add a touch of creativity, just go to shapes, add something maybe like a circle somewhere. You can change the background color. You probably also need to insert something like a text box in there. So when you want to put like phylum or whatever, you can start typing here. And then most important, when you're finished, so you can also, insert an image of some kind. You could search the web. I would not use this feature though, like I said, unless you know exactly what it looks like. If you really want to find the image, then I would recommend that you type in the scientific name and see if it can find it for you. So, maybe we're dragging in, a couple Mulla pictures here. Of course, you're going to have to resize because you need things like the map in here. And again, play around with it a little bit. Again, this is probably a little too plain. Play around with color, design, and such. But most important is when you're finished, you need to put this into your Google Doc. And so how do you do that? And so the best way to do that is to come over here and to download it as a JPEG or a PNG. And what you can do is now you can put it and drop it into your Google Doc. You could also take a screenshot. If you don't know how to take a screenshot on your Chromebook, look at the wall next to my computer and it has how to do a screenshot. I'll do it here. So, maybe like on a Mac, you can screenshot like that. And then all you do is you come over and you drop this into your presentation. And just a quick Control V is going to go ahead and put that poster in for you. Like I said, you're going to want to resize it. My recommendation is going down to the picture and clicking on this button where it says in front of text. And it gets you a lot more control. So just resize it. Don't make it look all funky. Kind of try to resize it so you maintain the original formatting there. And then once you're done, so once you have all your info up top, once you have all 3 digital posters here, click submit and you're good to go.